welcome back to ZigWheels. Now Mercedes calls it the big boy's toy, but nowhere does it mean that it's meant for a certain weight category. It does cost big bucks though, but then with an SLK, that's a given. Our chief road tester Dilip Desai took the SLK 350 to the carts of Panchkani for a ride.
Sportige lights und cars. No, we're not switching languages, but simply describing three words from the Mercedes-Benz design mission that helped create a roadster we popularly know as the SLK 350. They are sporty, light and short. Now, the pleasure of open-top roadsters is a privilege only few can afford in India. But if you're one who enjoys the open sky above your head while the breeze rushes through your hair and money doesn't pose as a problem, then this should get you thinking. The new SLK 350 is the German car maker's latest representation of their modernistic approach to building roadsters that are agile, sporty, good-looking and most importantly, ecological. And when looking at it, it doesn't fail to represent those traits. Immediately, what comes to notice when compared to its predecessor, the SLK 300, is an overwhelmingly large sculpted hood, an equally large Mercedes logo and a larger front grille. The SLK 350 is now sportier and more muscular. Adding to the changes in design are the pullback headlights and a more dynamic side that helps give a strong presence. When viewed from the side, the SLK does look rather short, but that of course comes from its low ride height, which gives the car that sporty feel. Now step inside and you won't exactly be greeted by an overtly fancy cabin. Rather, what comes as a surprise is a purposeful built cockpit that cuts through all the glamour and jazz, making the SLK a pure driver's car.
Whatever instrumentation is there is totally functional. There's no fancy gimmickry like multimedia interface, nor there is a home theater. Whatever equipment is there inside and the features inside are meant for the driver to understand what is happening on the road and to put the power onto the road and have a blast.
Of course, simple doesn't mean cheap. And keeping to Mercedes-Benz standards, the interiors of the SLK are top-notch. Even on the base models, its center control and other trim parts gleam in brushed aluminium. But one of its most innovative features comes from what they call the magic sky control. By the switch of a button, you can transform the opacity of the sunroof from dark to completely transparent, allowing you to change it according to your mood. And staying true to a pure roadster, the SLK can transform from a closed stop to an open in just a few seconds. What better way to spend those cold winter nights than on an open stretch of road, roof down? Now, the real winter nip may be a while away, but we're eager to make the 350 perform. The biggest change in the new model is its engine. The SLK 300 came with a 3-litre engine that was capable of producing around 231 PS of power. But powering the SLK 350 is a V6 3498cc Blue efficiency engine which is capable of producing an amazing 310 PS of power, allowing the car to accelerate from 0 to 100 in a mere 5.6 seconds.
Tremendous power, 7-speed gearbox coupled so well to the engine that the power delivery comes on without your knowledge. What I'm saying is it doesn't take you by surprise, but every instruction given on the throttle is obeyed 100%. It's a great driver's car.
Apart from being more powerful, the new engine is equally ecological. Mercedes-Benz claims that the new engine consumes over 20% less fuel and has lower CO2 emission levels, which in terms of figures is about 7.1 litres over 100 kilometers, emitting just 167 grams of CO2 per kilometer. A sure boon considering rising fuel prices. powerful ecological engine is not enough. What completes the package is its well-planted handling. The SLK 350 has an all-round multi-link suspension, and keeping true to its sports car feel, the suspension is quite stiff. This allows the car to hold its ground tightly around the corners.
As regards suspension and handling, beautiful. You will enjoy throwing this car around the bend. You can go around the corners like a leech. There is no oversteer, there is no understeer. All said and done, Mercedes-Benz have made a very functional car for a driver who is an enthusiast.
Coupled to a 7-speed automatic gearbox, the SLK 350 is definitely a thrilling drive. The only flaw that we found came from its tyres.
The profile of the tyres which she is using are meant for smooth tarmac. This car, you take it on a very rough surface or a bad road as we call it in India, then you're going to be in trouble. But you are on smooth tarmac and nothing can touch you.
But let's just say that the Germans haven't exactly designed the SLK 350 for our roads that even SUVs find hard to traverse on. All that said, the SLK 350 performs quite well, and with an acceleration of 0 to 100 in just 5.6 seconds, the SLK 350 holds true to being a pure roadster.
Well, gentlemen, I just had a drive in this new 350 SLK and I can assure you it's a driver's delight. I had a blast on the road. All that money that you're going to spend on this car is going to be fully justified. There's no doubt about it. So go ahead and buy one if you can.
There it is. Priced at 61.9 lakhs ex-showroom Delhi, the SLK 350 is competing against the likes of the Porsche Boxster and the BMW Z4.
Well, that's another fine development in the SLK series. We'll take another short break here, but stay tuned.
Coming up after the break, Adil gives us his insight on some fast developing trends.